How I was done for 3.5.0. No? Similarly, I have done for 1.16, I guess. So let me check that. So for that, I have created one virtual machine. In the virtual machine, I have installed CentOS because we have done in the same thing previous version as well, right? So once my virtual machine is ready, then I install Terraform after downloaded by using of wget command here. So yesterday I stopped the machine here. So let me start it. It will take 2 minutes. Otherwise, unnecessarily they will charge us. So once machine is up, then we can start a few more things by using of Terraform things. I think so virtual machine is started. So I'm just trying to connect virtual machine. First of all, am I audible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, Salim.
Yes, yes, it is audible and visible.
Okay. So once I successfully logged into my virtual machine, that is CentOS here. So let's check about the Terraform version. First of all, I ran the command like normal Terraform, whether my Terraform is properly configured or not. So it is showing all kind of a list of commands. That means Terraform is properly configured. And after that, I would like to check my Terraform version. So if you see here, earlier it was 0.12 point something like that, 23 I believe. But now if you see the Terraform version 1.1.7. So this 1.1.7, if you see Terraform IO registry under the user provider, oh, not this, sorry. Yeah, if you see here, this is the latest version. This is the beta version, but you can ignore the alpha version, because alpha and beta versions are temporary versions. We cannot use it as a part of best practices. So the major version is now 1.1.7 here. So now let's go it here. So what we are doing, of course, last couple of days, we installed Terraform, and we have ran the Terraform commands by using of Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform validate, Terraform apply. Then we are discussed about what is Terraform state file. Then later on, we have taken some modules of our GCP resource size, like VPC network, and sometimes we have taken some VM instances, and few models are done previously. But yesterday we about to do some kind of a app engine, because app engine is one of important. Of course, we have done Kubernetes as well, GKE successfully. But when we are doing yesterday, like where is my app engine? Yeah. So yesterday when I was doing for app engine, the model is not supported for my internal Terraform version. There's some compatibility issue. So that's why I have taken the latest version of Terraform. Then I install the same here. So let's go today. We'll try to do, because I haven't changed the main.tf. The main.tf is already there. Let's go and try to try to deploy our app engine here. So let's go and see that. This is my app engine script by using of Terraform. So here is my very small script where I can use it for app engine here. If I want to create simple app engine, then this is a very small script. Of course, by using of console, we can use some my project name, XYZ, my resource name and everything, location, and like it's a region and zone, everything, right? Like that here also, I have to give some Project name I won't change because it's a name only. Project ID I would like to change. What is my project ID? Go to your GCP console, go to dashboard of your GCP console. Then this is your project ID. So just take copy of that and put it here. And I'm not at all using organization ID because for free trial versions, we don't have any organization. But when you're using enterprise applications, so enterprise subscriptions or pay as you go on subscriptions, definitely you might create the organization. So that A1 class I told you very clear. And this is my resource app engine module, this small app only project. So it will fetch from here my project. It will tell what is the project ID. It will take it from here. So let's go and try to do that. So if I do dir, I have a main.tf. What is main.tf? It is a Terraform file basically. And by using of this main.tf, we do have a we can prepare the configuration file. This configuration file will help us in order to deployment of our any GCP resources basically. So I'm just trying to replace my content. This is my resource content here. I just pasted a couple of resources here. One is the project. The second thing is any resource, like in my case is the app engine here, and above the header part is it's a provided information. I already mentioned the version like 4.16 because we are using 1.1.17 version, so I can use 4.16 version as well, which is the compatibility, and I'm passing the credentials of my GCP key because when we are creating service now, service account for Terraform, then we have created keys, right? Basically, that key I saved it as terraform-key.json, how I said in day before yesterday. Then again, I need to mention project ID, reason, along with Jonah as well for deployment of my this particular app engine here. So I'm trying to save my thing here. So let me clear my screen, and also let me increase font as well. Okay. So what is the Terraform commands here? The first command is Terraform init, which will initialize your present current directory workspace. Once it is Terraform has been successfully initialized, then the second command is Terraform validate. So it will do validate of your configuration file basically. So and the third one is Terraform validate. Nothing new. So everything is just a regular command only because I told you that I promise you hardly 4 to 5 commands only you can use in the Terraform. Of course, we have a set of commands like 10 to 15, but the regular commands I can say hardly 5 or 6. That's it. So once it is done, the last command is Terraform apply. It will ask for your approval. Once you say yes, okay, it is telling what is that. Okay. Cannot provide without a parent. Okay, so I haven't given the project name here because since this is the app engine, this app engine expect the project here. So let's change the, I haven't given the project name. So to go here, so resource name, what is that project name? Here, project name is this thing. Just replacing the things. I'm not doing any kind of a technical thing here. Please check that if I may miss something. Resource I declared app engine app. Yeah, that is fair enough. Again, I need to execute sequence of command because I did modify my configuration file. So Every time if you did modify your configuration files, then we have to exit, because without initialization, it won't take the latest changes. So that's why you have to do that. Terraform plan. Okay, then the last command is Terraform apply. So this will ask for your approval. Okay, what happening? Like number 2, Google project, my project, resource, Google project, my project. Okay, let's go something I didn't fill out the parameters here. What is this my project? Okay, here also I need to replace it. At least today we haven't seen any kind of a version compatibility. Okay, it is moving to provisioning of your resource here. Okay, here also passing my project name here. This is my project ID. Now I think so it's looking good, I believe. Terraform validate. Now a managed resource Google project has not been declared in the root model. I declared now. Why it is throwing error? I declared. My project has not been declared in the root model. What is that? Okay, in the minute 18th line. Okay, let's go to 18th line. What is the 18th line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay.
I think we have to give project ID.
No, already I have already given here. If you see this line, I have given project ID. But these parameters, it should be take it from these parameters. What is that? From my project, it will, let me explain it here. So Google underscore project, it will take it from, it will go to here. My project means what I have given my project. Okay, here I haven't changed. Here I have given the project name. The parameter has to take it here. Project ID, it will take them. The provisioning has to be started like that way. But still it is giving some error. 18, this is the line. What is the error? Let me go check the error first. Okay, what is that? Reference to undeclared resource. Okay, on my 18th file. Okay, project is equal to Google underscore my project ID. A managed resource Google project hasn't been declared in the root model. Let's go like you said. Let me try like that, because this is the project ID. The name also may be project ID. Let's try like this. But why I should pass 2 times? I don't know. Let's try, because it's a troubleshooting we can do. Terraform INIT. No use, nothing use is there. Same error. Then let me come step by step. Resource, I have declared resource here. This is project. This is my project name. Perfect. This is my project ID. Let it be project name itself. This is my project ID. So this is the root element. This is app engine. my project. Okay, so parameter seems like name is different here, so that is why it is not recognizing. That is my understanding. Let me give my project instead of name here, because this parameter I haven't defined my root element here. Let it be take. So my project means it will go to here and it will take this name most probably, and project ID. Project ID already declared. I declared here. Then in this value it will take it from here. My project. Spellings are correct. Okay, let's check like this. Terraform init, Terraform. Where it is referring? There's no, my project has not been declared. It's declared. Let's my underscore project. This thing, this is matching, this is matching, this is matching. Let's go do copy. Sometimes small things will kill our time. Now in
I
project,
may be wrong, but is it something like there is so much of space between the project and equals to there in resource?
no. It is not a programming language, so spaces it won't care about that actually. Yeah. If it is a programming kind of language, yeah, you are right. Spaces also will consider as a syntax error. So here it won't care. Initiating as now the parameter should take at least, yeah, now at least error is different. Unsupported argument. Okay, whatever I have declared, that is not at all accepting. Why project? This is project. My project. The same thing I am passing. Then what's the project?
I think we gave the different project name.
Here?
Yeah, because it was the same which you copied right now, right?
Okay. Yeah, let it be tried like that. It is telling this parameter itself, they are not considering. So let's see. If it is wrong, then definitely in the Terraform models itself, they have given the wrong code. Let's see. Because validate is happening in the sense, something, no, it's wrong. The code itself is wrong. Let me go one thing. Let me try one more model, because you see here, this is very straightforward. This is my Google project. This is my project. This is my resource group project name. This is very straightforward only. Why it's not taking? Okay, I do one thing. Let me take one more model, then let's come back to here. Okay, let's go to Cloud Run, because this practical we have done, right? Then we can come back whether it is our side or whether it is the board side problem. We can check that. Let me change the model, because I'm suspecting on documentation, whatever Terraform has given. Let's confirm that. Let me take one more module. What is the Cloud SQL? This is the database, right? So we have done the practical as well. Let's go paste it here. Everything is right. Resource, my database. Yeah, everything is perfect. At least parameter wise, at least this is perfect. So let's initiate my workspace, then validate. It should do validate. Yeah, see now validation is success at least. Then what about plan? Let me run the plan command. It will take all necessary configuration things. It is also perfect. So the last command, Terraform apply. It should run. It should run definitely. Right? Because the configuration file is what is that? So Google instance. Okay. Initial Google secret instance resource instance. The name of deletion until 1 week from the deletion date. Instance is already exist. Okay. I need to give instance name is different. The only change is instance name is already that is telling. So let's go. I would like to give instance name like instances one because instances name with instances name already there in my subscription. Seems like that. So I can give like that. Validate. Somewhere I forgot to declare. Let me modify notepad. It will give a very clear picture. So the first thing is instances one. I would like to give the same thing. I would like to do copy. Somewhere it is there. I think so. This thing. What is that? Google database has not been declared in the root model resource database. Instance Google database instance.name. So yeah, this is the one only. So for instance, MySQL database. Yeah, let's go. At least now name is different. Now validating is better. Line number 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There is not at all line number 13. The line number 13 instance is equal to, but instance is equal to, it is available here. This is taking from here. Instance.
There
Yeah.
also we have to give maybe instance and instance.
This is the actual root model, means I need to pass it. Name. Name, it should take it from here itself actually. Let me read the error carefully. On the main resource Google database, Google SQL database. That means Google SQL database. What is that? This is the thing. Yes. In this line, database name, a managed resource Instance has not been declared. Okay, let it below go like this. Since this is the module, okay. So the funny part is, I changed this because this is the module's name. I cannot change the existing parameter because this is the root, right? This is the module name, and I about to change this name because name I can change it, but the modular parameter I cannot change it because the same thing I am passing it from here. If I can use instance underscore one, the same thing I have to pass it here, instance underscore one. So that is the only, I think so we did some small mistake. Okay, let's see now how we'll go. I need to execute Terraform. Sorry, Terraform plan. Then the last command. Even though we have done successfully Kubernetes, which is a very complexity, now this small, it is killing our time. What is that? Now the first one, error, failed to create instance my database one, Google API error, invalid request, instance name my database invalid. Okay, with Google SQL database instances. Okay, let me remove that part as well. Why it's not taking? Let me go to error one. Database fun I am giving. From plan, from apply. So it is allowing configuration file. Now it is throwing. Okay, now the error is different. Failure to create instance my database instance. Okay, 405 the cloud SQL instance already exists. Okay, fine, great. When you delete an instance, you cannot reuse the name of the deleted instance. Okay, means in the past somewhere I used this, I guess. When you delete an instance, you cannot reuse the name of deleted instance until 1 week from the deletion date. Okay, that is fine, but let's go try with another name. I need to give my instance and my database instance, right? My database instance. Let's go -1. Let me use some different name. Now validation is good, but it is giving some naming conventions actually. Let's go. I change the name as well. At least validation is success. Let's go with plan. Let's go with apply. Now it's taken. The comedy funny part is it is also have okay underscore is not taken. Yeah, maybe in the previous _1 I have given. Yeah, it won't allow special characters, I guess. So now my database is creating. Yeah, something, this is in the declarative languages. Sometimes it kills our time because of some small kind of a validation and name convention issues basically. So now my SQL database instance is about to creating. Then database will create first. Inside the database, instance will create. Like we have done the same from the GCP, right? Let me recall to you how we have done from the GCP console. We have just went to databases. These databases, click on the SQL. Sorry, click on the SQL. Then I have created, click on create instances. I have taken my SQL, and another time I have taken SQL Server as well, right? The same thing I have. If you see here, MySQL 5.7. If you go here, MySQL 5.7 database version, and reason. If you come to here, reason. Same parameter here, simply straightforward, but when you're writing into Terraform module, then some kind of parameters they are giving, which is the standard syntaxes we have there. But yeah, sometimes your time is not good, because of some small validation kind of wrong kind of configuration, it will give that kind of errors basically. But okay, you might ask, okay, by using of GCP console is very straightforward, very user friendly, then why you are going with Terraform, this kind of bit complexity kind of things in the sense. As I told you, it is infrastructure as a code. So a lot of advantages are there. For small things we can do by manual, but if you have kind of a big thing, and if I want to restore my infrastructure in the worst cases, so this kind of infrastructure as a code by using of any kind of a declarative programming, it could be Terraform. We have some other kind of a tools as well, but Terraform is one of the very comfortable to the user. Even though I don't know the programming language, then I can try to execute, and some small basic kind of a common sense I can use that, so we can fix the issues, and we can go ahead to deploy your configuration file. Actually, it is creating because database will take around 3 to 4 minutes time here. Let's go one more module. Yeah, that thing, the app engine, definitely the syntax problem only. So I mean, whatever they have given, something is wrong in the documentation. I will check that later on. So let's go to one more. Oh, sorry. We can go Cloud Run because this is the most important. We can take some small Cloud Run module also after finishing of this. What is that? SQL database. Nothing much, because I am showing you in the different modules, because I am also doing the same, like kind of a 80% copy paste, but how you are doing practice is the most important, because you know how to do, but from where Terraform IOREST is there, but still how you can use. Let's say customer asking you, hey guys, can you please create one module for Cloud Run, for GCP Cloud Run service? And do we have a demo kind of a representation? So simply you can come here, take, but name should be very proper manner. Okay, don't give direct this kind of names. Use some demo project. Let's say if it is a dev project, use some decent name here, and name also can use some your project name. Might be you're working for .NET project, Cloud Run for .NET project, but you have to use some that kind of common sense. Okay, so here also you need to give namespace like a very decent name. I am just doing copy paste, means this is only for lab purpose. So in the when your customer is asking, try to do 1 minute, guys. My charger is about to, my battery is about to die. I am attaching my charger once again. Yeah, I am back. So, and In the organizations also, we have a dedicated Terraform developers also actually, but still as a GCP cloud engineer or DevOps engineer, these kind of things, it's, you know, it's really good additional booster for you and a resume weight and positive impression in the, you know, interviews as well. As I told, it's not a mandatory, but if you do almost of 10 modules now, till now we have done 6 to 7 modules, okay, from the Terraform classes. Now we can do 2 or 3. So 10 modules means you are very good actually. But when you are preparing for the interview, at least try to go through what kind of declaration is happening. They will ask you, okay, can you please give me high level steps of Cloud Run module? They will ask like that, not the in line to line, but at least you should know. I need to declare resource information, I need to declare template information, I need to declare resource again for domain mapping. At last, I declare location along with all my resources names. If you tell like this, na, it will give some kind of a more positive impression, because this is really additional, you know, finishing touch for your cracking of interview. After our GCP resources, GCP console and GCP pipelines and GCP repositories, it will give some kind of a finishing touch. What about my instance? Oh, still you are creating. It's almost 6 minutes. Okay, let it be run. Let me explain. Nothing, you can, you know, everything, because you know how to create the Cloud Run by using of console. When you are going with these models now, go to manual steps first. That's why I told you. First, if you run Cloud Run, very long back we have done the Cloud Run, right? So go to console first, go to Cloud Run, create service, click on create service, check all parameters, whatever you are parameting here, whatever you are following here, same parameter, just align with this thing. If you see here, they're using some templates. If you come, this is the reason. This is a deployed one revision from existing container, means it is taking from a template. So already image is there. I want to create a container by using of existing here. So here you have to select it, but in my case, I don't have created any kind of images. Oh, already there. Okay, great. Yeah, last time we have taken for, I believe, some one of the small project. So like that way, here also it is declaring template containers image is equal to, it is also taking for some URL that is like this. But here we are selecting like this. Here in our case, we are taking from demo containers. Here they are taking some kind of a link here, whatever providing by Terraform here. In your live projects, if your customer is using their own images, take the information about this image name from your customer, then just copy paste it. That's the only common sense I told you. Then my customer's image will deploy under Cloud Run. Like that way, you have to use some common sense. And the rest of the parameters, you know, the main thing and everything. So like that. So before going to do any kind of implementation, when you are doing practice with Terraform, first hands-on experience with manual first, then come back to here. Don't go directly using of Terraform. You can do simply execution by using of 4 steps and it is executed. But if you don't understand what exactly behind the picture, then it is meaningless, right? So that's why I'm telling. What about my database? Oh my God, 8 minutes. Okay. Next, let me check whether I miss any module, important module I was talking about. Kubernetes I have done. Workflows. This is building account, cloud functions. Yeah, cloud functions also we can try because serverless computing is important. So serverless cloud functions also we can try to run today. Thing is complicated, just kind of a copy paste only, but still what exactly happening you should know. So on top of that, and tomorrow is the last class guys for GCP, and if you have any kind of a, tomorrow I will do give generalized kind of thing from starting to end till the 34 or 35 classes. I believe this is the 35 class, 34, I think so, 34 35 classes. As I promised you, I covered I'm not telling 100%. To be honest, day one I am telling I have covered around 90 to 95%. Okay, because nobody will not cover 100% because the rest 5% maybe dependence. Sometimes I need some kind of live applications for some scenarios, but still I have covered, I can say 90% of the course as I promised. So from the day 11, tomorrow I will do summarize from day one, how we have started, what kind of services are covered as a part of administration, first level GCP administration. In the second level, what kind of applications we are deployed by using of pipelines like serverless computing, Kubernetes, cloud functions, cloud run, and monitoring. The next part is monitoring, how we have, cover the monitoring part in order to checking the logs, everything. So tomorrow, the entire class I will cover from starting to end. And coming to Terraform, I have taken almost 4 classes. Maybe I think this is the first class. So this is the first batch where I taken around 4 classes, because usually I will take 1 or 2 classes only. But this batch I will take almost 4 days for Terraform. So please try to understand the importance of Terraform. So if you see here, apply complete resource 2 added. Let's go to database. Go to SQL. Whatever I have created a database, my database instance is up and running and my SQL is successfully installed. Click on that. Yeah, if you click on databases, my SQL database is deployed properly. See the beauty of Terraform again, because when you go click on single steps by using of console also we can do, but here simple one-time hard work to write configuration file. If it is properly aligned, then it is reusable across your projects, not only for your projects, not only for your current GCP project, across the GCP project within the organization. If you write one configuration file using Terraform, it is reusable. Of course, one-time hard work, but future purpose, it is reusable. It will very helpful in order to restoring the infrastructure. It is very useful in order to reducing the cost optimization and everything, etc., etc. And let's come back to the cloud functions thing also. Let me explain this, then I can go ahead to replace of my cloud functions. Terraform module here. The first thing is, this is one of the service, and this is my name, this is the reason, metadata. Metadata is nothing but a whatever you're declaring, it is calling to API server only. So API server will work on based on namespace basically. Okay. When you are doing console, it consider as a metadata, because metadata will work behind the screen, not in front of the screen. That's why when you are using console, I don't think so. The parameter is there, I guess, but still let me check metadata parameter for cloud run. Yeah. Create service metadata. No, metadata is not available here, but when you click on create using console, internally it is associated with namespace and it will go to module of cloud run service. Then your cloud run will try to deploy. But from when you are doing console, it won't show you because that's the user friendly. The behind the screen, it will work like that. But when you're writing module, of course, you have to write the things what exactly happening in the behind, right? So that is why we have to declare my namespace as well. This is a template. Just now I explained. This is mapping, my domain mapping, and this thing. Maybe it will throw error because I didn't use the domain name here because I haven't created the domain name. Let's take it. This dummy domain will take it down, and let's see that. I'm suspecting provisioning will fail. Validation plan will success, but most probably provisioning will fail. So let me destroy this because this is the SQL database. It will take a lot of points from our pocket. Let me destroy this. So destroy means I am undeploying my database, whatever I have just, what is that? Deleting protection. Okay. Let me go and manually delete because if I want to delete SQL database, I need to first enable that parameter. Where is my SQL? Yeah, it is telling this parameter I need to give that. Okay, let's go. Once I allowed that, then go back to your thing here, Terraform destroy. Yeah, now it's destroyed everything. So let me clear it. Then go to my VM main.tf. So let me replace my code. Oh shit, I didn't copy it. Okay, so let's try to initialize first, then validate, then plan, then the last command apply. Most probably it will fail because for that domain name, what happening? Do not reference to the same project. Project cloud function testing. Do not referring the same project. Okay, what is same project? Project name. This is my header part. This same project resource is my cloud run. Names, this is my namespace template. It is there. Google run default your central names. Everything is perfect. Why it's throwing error? What is that error? In the 11 Google Cloud default. Okay, my project error creating Google API 400 metadata namespace. Okay, namespace, my project name and parent project cloud function texting do not reference the same project. Okay, fine. We can use some different name. Yeah, my metadata namespace, I would like to change it here. Because I told you that namespace will segregate the prefixes, right? So it shouldn't be identical because I told you that if I have name Sheikh Salim Afroz, I have a Sheikh Subani, then if I'm calling Sheikh, both will call, right? Both will respond. So like that way here also, we are trying to do deploy two resources here, but my namespace is passing the same here. Most probably that could be the reason. Let's say it. I'm initialing one more time because I did modification. Terraform validate. Terraform plan, Terraform apply. Spelling is wrong. Okay, I am approving this. Okay, now what is the error? Same thing. Good. Meta namespace, my project, and parent button. Okay, I need to change that as well. So that's why when you're troubleshooting, we have to go error line by line. Don't go at a time fix. Okay, line by line, you have to search. Otherwise, it is very difficult to understood where exactly the reason. So here also, I need to change my namespace. So Terraform initiate, Terraform validate, Terraform plan. अरे यार. Then Terraform apply. Do not reference. What project I have given? Let me do copy paste here, then I can come back. Okay, let me come step by step. This is the resource, this is the cloud run service, this is the default. So name, I have given the name. This is the namespace. And apart from that, I am referring project only. Then why it is not taking? Let me reproduce the issue here. Let me read the issue. Error creating a 400 means pakka it is not able to call to API. Google API, that is fine. Metadata namespace. Namespace, my project name and parent project. Of course, this is my parent project. Do not reference the same project. My project name. I do have a project, right? Yeah, this is my project. Error creating Google API namespace. Okay, and parent. Do not reference to the same project. What the hell? Because I can deploy multiple resources into same project. What's the problem? Type bad request. That is I know, but description namespace my parent field metadata dot namespace. Okay, metadata dot namespace. Where it is? Where is that? Metadata control. Yeah, metadata. I have only two metadata. It is referring from where field metadata dot namespace. Where it is referring? The parameter itself is not available. Then it is referring from where? Okay, it is not giving line number. It is not at all giving line number. No, it's giving line number, sorry. With Google 11, 11. Okay. Let me go 11th line number. 11th line number means this is the thing. What's the problem? This is the name only, right? Let's use some different name here. Here Yeah, you should have patience, okay, because this is the declarative scripting, so we need to go line by line sometime. Something is pasted here. Please check 15th line name spelling. Okay, sure, noted. I will do that. First, if I took this, then I can check that part as well. Terraform validate. Terraform plan. The funny part is validation is success. Only it is trying to do deployment, but it's really crazy. Okay, someone is suggested 15th line. Okay. 15th line, right? I changed it already. Actually. Let's go one more time, Terraform script here. This is namespace. This is also namespace. So I given or extra here. Okay, since I'm not sure, I can do trial and error method. So I don't have any, I'm not able to recall anything how we can fix that. Let me do trial and error method. Sometimes trial and error method also will give fixes. So let's go. Namespace, my project. So let's go it here. I'm putting the same. Terraform initiate. Unfortunately, no luck. But I'm still surprising this field is taking from where actually. Namespace, my project name and parent project cloud function do not reference the same project. Why? In the same project, I can deploy multiple resources, right? Doesn't matter what it is. Let's go check my namespace. Let's go to here. I do one thing. First, I will get manual first. Let's come back to here. This is okay. Service name, I can give you reason, CPU, auto scaling no needed. Just click create. Make sure all fields are correct and continue. What happened? Required. Allow authentication. Yeah. I wanted to see that namespace dot, this thing. So the arguments are build, source, port, memory. Yeah, there is not at all, nothing is there. Where is my namespace? Yeah, if you see this thing in the YAML file, namespace. Okay, got it. I think so. This namespace I would like to queue. Okay, this namespace I would like to queue. Let's go. Then again, come back to this namespace. Yeah, that is the problem. So namespace I have taken from the existing project. The namespace is common for entire project at least. So the earlier it was taking for another namespace. That is the only problem. So during that time, if you go this YAML file of your manual creation of name thing, this namespace is a unique for entire this cloud run here. Okay, the same namespace you can use across a number of cloud run projects. Okay, so like that you have to think some smartness. That's it. Okay, guys, that's it from my side today. As discussed with you, tomorrow I do summarize from day one to till today. I can just recap everything about GCP administrations, resources, services, and I do recap about pipelines, repositories, Git repositories. Very straightforward, like nothing much complicated. If you see here, hardly four tabs. Like let me summarize: compute 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just go ahead with compute and Kubernetes too. That is fair enough. Serverless, yeah, you have to do each one. Cloud run, cloud functions, app engine, storage. Yeah, except data transfer, you can do file storage and cloud storage, because data transfer will use on the real time at the time of lift and shift of on-prem to cloud. For this, we need a on-prem instances as well. So it is very difficult. So that's why I haven't covered this. But data transfer, this kind of things will handle by storage team. We don't bother about it. But file store, cloud storage are more important. Coming to databases, SQL, Spanner, file store, and data store. These four are fair enough. We have done these four. Memory store and big table. This is also we need a live kind of a setup. And application, it won't come under our thing. Networking, you know very well. Everything we have covered. Operations, we have covered monitoring and logging, which is the most important, along with trace and error reporting, because each module we have a dedicated monitoring dashboard, right? Sometimes when you're running pipelines and everything, we went to the log spot and everything we have covered. And this is a very important cloud build, cloud deploy as a part of CI/CD, registry, artifact registry, and source repositories. We have done around 10 classes for CI/CD and everything. And yeah, that's it. Just hardly 25 topic 20, hardly 15 to 20 topics mainly. But every topic you should know, if you're preparing for technical rounds, each and everything you should know. Let's say an example I'm telling now in the context of interview purpose. Let's say, just taking as an example, which is a reputed one, virtual machine. Don't go just blindly giving name and thing everything. When you're creating instance, go everything how I have explained in my previous classes. Like everything, they will ask you reason, zone, what is general purpose, what is computer, what they will not ask directly. Okay, what kind of machine VM size you are using in the projects, they will ask you like that. But you should know these three. I can use it computer optimization general purpose according to my requirements. So then they will ask you what is computer optimized. So what kind of series are available? I told you that we have around 12 types of series here. So you have to go each one and study it. And the next part, they will ask you container about what is container, and boot disk is very less, but still you have to understood what is boot disk, what is image and everything. Then they will ask you about networking settings here. So what kind of network types you are following? We have two types, custom and automatic, right? They will not ask directly what kind of network types you are using in your projects. They will ask you. So in we have two types. One is the custom, one is automatic, right? So but okay, if I want to use network type, what is the prerequisite? Of course, I would like to get VPC. Without VPC, how I can configure the network? So these kind of things you have to learn when you are doing step-by-step practice. Don't go simply fill the information and click on create. Okay, my lab is successful. No, you shouldn't go like this. Go on each thing, what exactly this does, and what the use of NIC network interface card, how NIC is associated with subnet for your virtual machine. So each and everything you have to understood. So that's why basics I have taken more time, and I was just try to explain each and everything, even though including networking, because networking is not come under to full part, but still I have covered for 2 or 3 days, because they are expecting something about at least basics on the networking as well. What is IP address? What is subnet mask? What is default? What is custom IP addresses? What is the energy? Sorry, what is the firewall rules? So like that way they are asking at least basic knowledge. Then we have to click here. And Google Cloud command, they are not at all asking, don't bother about that. But because a very good G Cloud command is a very big command, so we cannot remember like this. So simply you can say, when I'm creating this thing, automatically Google is providing Google G Cloud command and interface along with the command as well. So I don't need to remember how I have to do. If I know, that is fair enough. If I want to remember this big kind of a command, then it's very difficult for you. You can just straightforward to the technical panel, not at all a problem. Okay. So like that way, you had, this is only a sample and example for virtual machine. So you have to follow for buckets, serverless computing, compute engines, and pipelines, repositories, every parameter, everything, what it is doing, what I am doing. These two you have to know when you are doing the labs basically. Then cracking of interview, it's kind of a simple thing only, but at least GCP, because first of all, the real-time employees are not at all available in the market in the context of GCP. Basically, they don't know. They will also open GCP console. They will ask you question simply, and they will also put one documentation that which contains the questions and answers. They will ask you what is this, what is this, even though they do not discuss with you anything, even though if you have wrong answer, because they do not have confidence first of all. And on top of that, the most important thing is Kubernetes. So do more focus on Kubernetes. If you're very strong, the way of cracking interview is very shorter. If you give all information except GKE, if you don't have thing in GKE, it will give average performance only. So administration మీరు బాగా చెప్పారు, Kubernetes మీరు average గా చెప్పారు. It's give average performance only. If you full strong on Kubernetes, even though you give normal kind of administration kind of answer, administration lo మీరు average గా చెప్పారు, that is really good actually. Like that way, it will give some good impression. And finishing touch, as I told you, Terraform చెప్పండి. ఎందుకంటే see, when I expose something which I have done, it will really giving some kind of a full kind of impression by the panel on you, because out of 100, hardly 1 or 2 members are available in the market who knows Terraform at least. Most of the people are running away from the Terraform because they have some bad impression. Okay, this is language. Oh no, I cannot go. I don't have any. No, what I did till since 3 days, I'm just doing copy paste only. In the real time also, I told you that the 10% common sense, we have to use that. 10 or 15% common sense based on the error. For Terraform, you have lot of time. They will give lot of time for you. It's not a hurry burry. It's not kind of a provisioning like simply 10 minutes I can do that. No, it will take 1 week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks also for single module also, where we can complete within 1 hour or 2 hours. They will give for 2 weeks. So you have to think, because if you have some complex kind of a experiences, it will give admission anybody will do. Administration anybody will do. Even the pipeline also, maximum they can try to do kind of a hands-on experience. But when you come to automation of infrastructure as a code, you can count on your fingertips. Okay, that's it. Sorry, I was taking 10 minutes extra. Sorry. And tomorrow is the last class, as I told you. And in between, do you have any questions across our 34 or 35? I'm not sure about that. So across any all training sessions, if you feel that here we need one more session also, just give me some time. Then definitely I will take at weekends or working days, according to when I will discuss with Shankar. Definitely I will arrange a classes. If somebody, but please come up with proper questions. Okay, without doing the practice, don't come and no, I don't know about this. Don't come like that. First try it. If you're still feeling that no, still I'm not able to understand Kubernetes, again I will take one more class. But I need to do all consolidated questions, then only I can start. I don't want to spend for 1 or 2 persons. So if you come up with some set of questions by some decent people in terms of count, then I will take one more class. Date and time, I will not confirm it. I need to check with Shankar. Then definitely I will take and I will recap everything, whatever you are feeling as a clumsy and if you are not understand properly. Okay, that kind of assurance I will give you. Do practice everything, and tomorrow I will take one hour. Not will I will go with the practical kind of thing. I will just recap from day 1 to till day today. So that's it for today. Any questions so far? Then I can wrap up the call. I will be here for till 11:16. Then if I don't see any inputs, then I can wrap up the call. Okay, so let's connect by tomorrow and have a nice day.